With chapter number 8 from your political science book of grade 11, and the name of the chapter is equality. So we are going to understand the meaning, the kinds, and what is the relationship between liberty and equality. So equality means equal, right? This is a very common thing we are having in our mind or in common usage. This term equality is viewed as absolute equality of all men and women, and equally, or you can say equality of treatment and reward. It is defined and justified by natural equality. It is held that all men are born natural and free. Okay, the French Declaration, the Rights of Rights, and the American Declaration of Independence both upheld natural equality of all men, are called equal rights of all. So here they're saying that the truth of the matter is that in the society there are present two types of inequalities. Okay, one is the natural inequality. Natural inequality means which is done by the nature, because we all are not having the same look, same height, or you can say the same IQ, same ability, same strength. So nature have made some kind of difference within us, and man-made inequalities are artificial inequalities, like you can say those are unnatural, like social conditions. Okay, like caste system, then religion, then you can say many other, like economic, or you can say income distribution. Okay, all this name, class, color discrimination, all this nation, religion, all these are coming under man-made inequalities. So here are a few definitions given in your book, so you can broadly accept Barker's one or Lasky's one also, that the right, so equality stands for equal rights for all the people, and the abolition of all special rights and privileges. So this is said by Barker and Lasky. Lasky is saying that equality means no man shall be so placed in society that he can overreach his neighbor to the extent which constitutes a denial of the latter citizenship. So equality must be equal. No ignorance of somebody where individual cannot develop, and not to discriminate. Okay, the main motive is not to discriminate somebody, first thing, and second is not to give any kind of special privileges. This is what they were trying to say at the very beginning. This is equality. That means everybody will be equal, equal in the society, equal status, we can say equal in the eyes of law. Everything will be equal. Now, what are the kinds of equality? First is social equality. It stands for equal rights and opportunities for development for all classes of people without any discrimination. Specifically, social equality stands for absence of special privileges for any class or caste or religious groups or an ethnic group. Okay, prohibition of discrimination against anyone on the basis of race, caste, color, creed, religion, sex, and place of birth. Number 3 is free access to all public places for all the people. That is, no social segregation, that the Hindus cannot enter here, the Muslims cannot enter in this park, or maybe higher caste, lower caste. This all were not being accepted by our government. And equality of opportunity for all the people, and provision of equal and adequate opportunities for development of all the people living in the society. So these are the main motive, that everybody should be treated equally in the society. No religious segregation, or you can say discrimination, and gender wise, religion wise, color wise. Okay, no discriminations will be prevailing within the society. Government properties will be used by everybody, and Not only that, government will be providing opportunities for development for everyone, not for a certain section. Number 4, that is in your book written as political equality. So political equality means everybody, those who are the citizens of India and those are attending the age of universal adult franchise. According to our country, we are having 18 years. Those who are attending the age of 18 years, they will have the right to vote. Not only right to vote, they can take participation in the processions, in the campaign, or they can themselves become the candidate, represent their community, okay, or maybe some social activities can also be done by them. So these are like not only right to vote, right to contest election, right to hold public office, everything is coming under this political equality, where the government is not going to discriminate on the basis of religion, caste, creed, color, everything. Government will be treating everyone equally. Okay, next is economic equality. Equality does not mean equal treatment or equal reward or equal wages for all. It stands for equitable and adequate opportunities to all for work as well as for earning their livelihoods. It also means primary needs of food, cloth, and shelter of, of all should be met before the special needs of few gets satisfied. The gap between rich and poor should be minimum possible. Okay, so here they're saying that before we find that the rich people are getting luxurious items, at least the poor people should have the opportunity to satisfy their basic need. This is the economical equality, where the government is going to provide us adequate opportunity and adequate facilities so that every individual can develop their skills in order to survive. Okay, lastly, rise, there must be sufficiency for all. That means enough for all. All before, or there is sufficiency for the few. Okay, so we have to think that there must be enough for everybody before we think that enough of few. Legal equality. Legal equality means everyone is equal before the eyes of law. This means nobody, means whoever you are, maybe higher caste, lower caste, what religion or where you have took birth or which family you're belonging to, what is your economic status, all this thing doesn't matter in the eyes of law, because law is equal for everyone. For every citizen, the law is equal. So that is called legal equality. Next, we are going to understand how liberty and equality complement each other. Liberty and equality are two equal important fundamental rights. Okay, both liberty and equality are the fundamental conditions, that is, right without which one no one can seek himself to be at once by best. Both are essential and both can be available simultaneously. Okay, next we are having right equality is needed for the enjoyment of liberty. In the absence of social, legal, civil, political, and economic equality, there can be no real enjoyment of liberty. Social inequality always limit liberty, and the reverse of it is also true. So legal equality is essential for liberty. Legal Equal legal protection and of equal rights of all is one of the most essential safeguards of society. Equal protection of law, that is legal equality, is a guarantee to liberty. Without liberty, equality loses its worth. That means without liberty, equality is meaningless. Okay, right to equal opportunities is a feature of both liberty and equality. Lastly, and the last point here, Economic equality is a safeguard to liberty.